Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopijana Balaba Girivaradari. Jaya Gopijana Balaba Girivaradari. Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Yamuna Tiravanachari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Jnanatipanandasya Gadanjana Shalakaya Chakshunu Meditam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. By the compassion and causeless mercy of my spiritual master Tamal Krishna Maharaj, he opened my darkened eyes, which were covered with so much ignorance. He brought me from the darkness into the light, and I offer my humble obeisances unto him. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Chapitam Jena Putale Svayam Upakadamayam Dadanti Swam Padantikam. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Namo Vishnuvaraya Krishna Prashaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavani Pashyata Deshatarane Jaya Shri Shri Radha Kalachandji Ki Jai Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi Ki Jai Radha Radha Govinda Ki Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. So I'm praying for the devotees to bless me. I need all your blessings. I try to please the assembled devotees and my spiritual master. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So before we begin to read all the verses, I believe we're 24 to 43 with the focus verse on 25. I would just like very quickly, yesterday was the Vyasa Puja of His Grace, Bhakti Tirtha Swami. When I was in South Texas, I listened to a 5-hour class by His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj about Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. I listened to it in 3 days. It was a 5-hour class. It was really amazing. But one pastime really stood out for me about His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj. So he was traveling with Mahabodhi Prabhu. Many of you weren't here in the early years, but Mahabodhi Prabhu at one point was the temple president here in Dallas. At any rate, he was traveling. They were distributing books all over. And at one point, they came to a university, and it was closed for some holiday or something. It was closed. Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj said, well, I have to go to the restroom. I'm going to go in. And Mahabodhi sat and waited in the car. Well, he went into the restroom, and there was one professor there. This professor, he said, wow, what are you, he asked, what are you doing here? And he said, well, it was a quiet time. I thought I could go over some syllabus, some tests, etc. And he started a conversation with him, went to his room, spoke to him for an hour, at least, and distributed a full set of Srila Prabhupada's books, the full set of Bhagavatam to this, for the library. All glories to His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami. Another quick pastime. Then he went out, and Mahabodhi had been sitting there for 2 hours and said, what happened, And he explained everything that had happened. And he was like totally amazed. One very quick pastime when Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj was in his bed. Of course, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj was with him to the very end when he left. And he had a dream that Tamal Krishna came to him in a dream and said, you must come, Prabhupada is waiting for you. And then he said, I will, but you will see me again. And at that time, Padaduli was living here in Dallas. You might know Padaduli. She lives in Denver. Her husband's Rasi Kendra Prabhu. She was living here, and she had a dream that she at that time she was caring for Srila Gurudev's small Radha Damodar deities. She had a dream that she had to take these deities, very vivid dream, to Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj in Gitanagari. And so her and Chandravali went there, and they brought these deities. And, he was in bed, basically just living in his bones, insisted on chanting his 16 rounds all the time. Such a pure devotee. At any rate, he was totally amazed when they brought these deities in, and there was a little picture of Srila Gurudev that was on the altar. He said, he has come, the dream is fulfilled. So I just wanted to honor him. Yesterday was his Vyasa Puja. I was having some health challenges. I'm on some new meds. So, at any rate, all glories, all glories. So we have many verses to chant, and I was thinking perhaps each devotee could chant two verses at a time. This is 10. Let's see, I'll pull this up. 10, 24 through 40, 43 exactly. Let's see where we are. I'm just going to pull this up. Okay. Who would like to begin? This is text 24 we're beginning with.
Mm-hmm. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, to fulfill the truthfulness of the words of the greatest devotee, Narada, slowly went to that spot where the twin Arjuna trees were standing. Although these two young men are the sons of the very rich Kuvera, and I have nothing to do with them, Devarshi Narada is my very dear and affectionate devotee, and therefore, because he wanted me to come face to face with them, I must do so for their deliverance.
Having thus spoken, Krishna soon entered between the two urgent trees, and thus the big motor to which he was bound turned crosswise and stuck between them. By dragging behind him with great force the wooden motor tied to his belly, the boy Krishna uprooted the two trees. By the great strength of the Supreme Person, the two trees, with their trunks, leaves, and branches, trembled severally and fell to the ground with a great crash.
Thereafter, in that very place where the two Arjuna trees had fallen, two great perfect personalities, who appeared like fire personified, came out of the two trees, the effulgence of their beauty illuminating all directions. With bowed heads, they offered obeisances to Krishna, and with hands folded, they spoke the following words. O Lord Krishna, your opulent mysticism is inconceivable. You are the supreme, original person, the cause of all causes, immediate and remote, and you